What's up guys, and welcome to another brand review. So I finally got my hands on some Mexican Coca-Cola, and I just wanted to run a comparison against original Coca-Cola to see if there was a difference in the taste. So I've got Mexican Coca-Cola here, or better known as Coca-Cola de Vidrio in Spanish, or just Mexicoke. And the main difference between the two is almost down to one ingredient, that being that Mexican Coca-Cola is made using cane sugar, whereas original Coca-Cola is made using high fructose corn syrup. So the story goes, when Coca-Cola was originally formulated in 1886, they were using cane sugar, but almost 100 years later, in 1985, they reverted to high fructose corn syrup, which was a cheaper alternative. But when Coca-Cola was introduced into Mexico in 1921, they had the original formula and they didn't change it, and it's kind of regarded and known as by the locals as real Coke. And what Coca-Cola were doing, they were importing Mexican Coca-Cola into the USA, primarily to sell to the Mexican community who grew up with the original taste of Coca-Cola. But it's kind of more like widespread popularity to the Mexican Coca-Cola, and you could probably see it across most of America now. And before I go into the taste test, I also wanted to touch on the packaging. So as you can see, both bottles share the same contour shape, but the Mexican Coca-Cola has more of a elongated look, which is a little bit more nostalgic. And if you can see, the glass actually has like a green tint to it, which kind of serves to the time of the nostalgic feel. And here's a TBA fact for you guys. The shape of the Coca-Cola bottle is actually copied from the look of a cocoa bean. So as you can see, like the ribbed sort of elongated contour shape is meant to replicate a cocoa bean. So before I go into the taste test, I also wanted to touch on perception of the two. So there's a perception that Mexican Coca-Cola is healthier for you because it's made using natural cane sugar, whereas the alternative original is made using high fructose corn syrup. So I don't know if that makes a difference in terms of people's choice when it comes to like the two. So that's a bit of the history, and let's go into a taste test now. Don't know if you guys heard that, but the original Coca-Cola had more of a fizzy sound, so I'm guessing it's more carbonated. Smells like cola. Doesn't really smell like cola. So let's see. Okay. Not very sugary. Okay, there's a big difference in, I can tell that this is more carbonated. I'm getting a lot more bubbles as I drink it, whereas this is a little bit more subtle. Also, whatever people say, a soft drink out of a glass bottle tastes 100 times better than out of a can or a plastic bottle. Okay, that's subtle cola taste. That is, when I drink this, I'm just feeling the bubbles in my mouth. And I don't prefer that because it kind of, you can feel the carbonation more than you can actually taste the flavors. So in terms of the flavor, I don't think there's a big difference, but I can tell there is a difference in how fizzy the original Coca-Cola is. But I think I'm gonna have to prefer Mexican because it's a lot easier to drink. Yeah, with that, before I can get the taste of the cola, I'm just feeling loads of bubbles in my mouth. So my verdict is Mexican Coca-Cola wins solely because it feels easier to drink. But yeah, that's a breakdown of Mexican Coca-Cola versus original Coca-Cola. Yeah, cheers.